Hello, and welcome to our first Top 10. For this Top 10, we'll be covering the top 10 sci-fi games that influenced the genre. We will be mentioning a single game from their respected game series so that we don't have any repeats. Sorry about that, Portal 2. We may or may not have any game-ruining content, so spoiler warning. If you have any suggestions, let us know in the comments below. Now please enjoy. Number 10. Dead Space 1. Dead Space is a survival horror game created by Glenn Schofield, developed by Visceral Games, and published by Electronic Arts. The game is a third-person shooter and a survival horror. Dead Space was released in 2008 as a video game aimed at creating, in Schofield's own words, the most terrifying game we could. The game was a success and spawned a prequel and then later a sequel released in 2011. The game is set in the 26th century science fiction universe featuring environments, weapons, and characters typical of the genre. Generally speaking, the game focuses on a man named Isaac Clarke and the terrors that he is surrounded in as he traverses through a series of events. Number 9. Starbound. In Starbound, you take on the role of a character who's just fled from their home planet, only to crash on another. From there, you'll embark on an epic quest to survive, discover, explore, and fight your way across an infinite universe. There's a crafting system, spaceships, weapons, and lots of enemies to fight. A common comparison to another game is Terraria. Number 8. VVVVVV. VVVVVV is a 2D game all about exploring using one simple mechanical idea. This is where you reverse gravity instead of jumping to maneuver your way through aggressively difficult spikes and puzzles. Number 7. Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is a survival horror game as opposed to an action shooter. The game is more in line with Ridley Scott's Alien as opposed to James Cameron's more action-oriented Aliens. Unlike most other video game adaptations of the Aliens franchise, Alien Isolation features a single alien for most of the title's duration that cannot be killed, requiring the player to use stealth tactics in order to survive. Instead of following a predetermined path, the artificial intelligence, or AI, of the alien has been programmed to actively hunt the player by sight, sound, and smell. Although the game features some weapons, they will only be lethal against human occupants, android workers called Working Joes, and facehuggers. Number 6. Doom. Doom is an FPS shooter with a non-regenerative health system, meaning that you have to find medical packs to regain your health. Doom is a mostly multiplayer game, but can also be played in a single-player campaign mode. It brought a lot of things to the FPS and sci-fi genre, and will be remembered for years to come. Number 5. Darwinia. Darwinia is a game that combines fast-paced action with strategic battle planning. Darwinia features a novel and intuitive control mechanism, a graphical style ripped from the 80s retro classics such as Tron and Defender, and a story concerning the population of an artificial intelligence being taken over by a mystery computer virus. The player's role in this game is commander of the programs designed to combat the virus. There's a multiplayer version of this game called Multiwinia. Number 4. StarCraft. StarCraft is a military real-time strategy video game that is set in a timeline during Earth's 20th century. The game revolves around the three species fighting for dominance in a distant part of the Milky Way galaxy. The three races are the Terrians, which are humans that have been exiled from their homeworld Earth and are skilled at adapting to any situation. The Zerg, a race of insectoid aliens in pursuit of genetic perfection and are obsessed with assimilating other races, and the Protoss, a humanoid species with advanced technology and psionic abilities, attempting to preserve their civilization in a strict philosophical way of living from the Zerg. Number 3. Portal. Portal introduced a great story mixed with great puzzles. The story was blended perfectly with gameplay, as in no unskippable cutscenes. Portal's story is about a girl named Shell and how she participates in many tests for the facility. She was trapped in the facility with Aperture's CEO and testing overwatcher, Gladys. In the game, Shell has to go through many tests, traps, and deadly scenarios. Number 3. Halo Combat Evolved. Halo Combat Evolved is a 2001 military science fiction first-person shooter video game that was developed by Bungie and published by Microsoft. This Halo game evolved FPS and sci-fi because of its balanced weapons, fun gameplay, and overall good experience for everyone. It's not just a higher-level player's game. Number 1. HalfLife. HalfLife changed the way most FPS and sci-fi genres work today because of the new and intuitive gameplay mechanics. The main mechanics are kind of physics mechanics, the story aspects, in which it introduced the main characters can die, and the introduction to a damned and futuristic world. Overall, the game would be changing the FPS genre forever.
Thanks for watching! Yes, it's me, the guy behind the editing. As you can tell, I don't have the voice for the top 10 videos. If you want to, like and subscribe to support us and keep us going. See you next time!